Yes, guys, I'm officially back. Yes, live stream was given some trouble there, and I am officially back though. I yeah. Let's not waste no time because I already got kept back a whole bunch. I don't know why. Matter of fact, I do know why it was just taking a long time. But yes, guys, today is money making day for Chelsea Football Club. Money making day at Chelsea Football Club. It is money making day. Why do I say it's money making day? Because it's a whole lot of transfers and whatnot going on today. And Chelsea look like they can make a whole bunch of money at the end of this week with the sales of Enzo Fernández, Nicolas Jackson. We already saw Liam Delap today, and it looked like we could sell a whole bunch more come the end of this window. But let's wait till the live to build up a little bit, and then we'll definitely get into what it is going on here, guys. We have a lot to discuss. A lot of news has dropped, and yeah, we just have a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about, and we'll go through it together. We'll go through everything together, guys. We will definitely go through every single thing together today, right? I'm just checking to make sure, right? So my live stream is good over on this end here. So I was just checking to make sure everything is everything, right? We just waiting for the live to build up a little bit, and then we'll definitely get into the what. When you're in the live chat, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are at 600 subscribers right now. We are trying to go forward and try to reach that 1,000 subscribers. So let me know. Let me know. We're just waiting for the live to build up a little more. Right? We are just waiting for the live to build up a little more. And then we'll get into it fully. Because guys, listen, we have a lot of things to really chat about here today, guys. We have a lot to chat about, and we are going to do it together. We are going to definitely get into it together. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get in, but we are just waiting for the live to build up a little bit more, right? We are just waiting for the live to build up a lot more, right? So let's get into it. Let's get into it, right? First up, just now. Hold on. Let's hope this don't give any trouble. Let's hope this don't give any trouble. Right. Right. So I am sure you guys are seeing this, right? So this dropped early on today. The news basically more or less was Liam Delap. It was a whole bunch of news, right? We all know Liam Delap basically was on his way out of Chelsea Football Club and whatnot because he and Nicolas Jackson, especially, they are surplus to requirements, right? And we started to get all different kind of clubs that are interested, that were interested in Liam Delap, but Chelsea slapped up 50 million euros on Liam Delap, and Chelsea was basically more or less playing the waiting game to see who is going to come close, because we are here in Everton, we are here in Ipswich, a lot of different clubs that were interested in Liam Delap. But lo and behold, Nottingham Forest, yes, guys, Nottingham Forest were the ones that came up with the money, they came up with the goods, they came up with the moolah, they made that bread. They were the ones that were interested and they paid the money. So, according to Fabrizio Romano, breaking Nottingham Forest reached verbal agreement to sign Liam Delap from Chelsea. Here we go. Fee around 45 million, as Percy from the Telegraph reported. Medical booked and Nottingham Forest ready to proceed with formal steps. Delap said yes to Forest project after speaking to Oliver Glasner. So Oliver Glasner is now the Nottingham Forest manager. He left Crystal Palace. So they have officially acquired Liam Delap. So they came up with the bread. They came up with the moolah. They paid the money for Liam Delap. And basically, we got 45 million euros for Liam Delap. This is a very, 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 very good deal. Very, very good deal. I do not know what Nottingham Forest are smoking, but whatever they are smoking, they are absolutely crazy. But I love it. 45 million euros for Liam Delap, a guy who only scored 2 goals last season. Us and the Chelsea fan base, we started to call Liam Delap Brock Lesnar, because people keep saying he looked like Brock Lesnar. He always want to wrestle on the field as well. He's always wrestling on the field. Liam Brock Lesnar Delap, right? And we got our fee for him, and yeah, this is absolutely insane. Blueco managed to pull this one off. We have to give some credit to Blueco for getting this deal over the line. 110%. Liam Brock Lesnar Delap. So Liam Brock Lesnar Delap, he is off to Nottingham Forest. Salute to you. And this is absolutely insane, guys. We got 45 million euros for Liam Delap. Last season we paid how much? Like around 25 to 30 million euros for Liam Delap from Ipswich. It really, really didn't work out. It really, really didn't work out. And now he's gone. After just one season, now he's gone, guys. So I am absolutely here for it. We got our money. We are making money. We are selling really well in this transfer window, and I am absolutely just enjoying the situation and loving it, loving it, loving it. Right? Absolutely, absolutely loving it. Guys, when you all come into the chat, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we are going again. So Liam Brock Lesnar Delap is off to Ipswich. Right? So now we have a story here. Hold on. Right. So let's get into a little more. Let's get into your boy, Enzo Fernández. Enzo Fernández. Hold on. Let me get this up here for you all. Enzo Fernández. Yes. Enzo Fernández. I know a lot of you are so upset and fed up of the Enzo Fernández saga. This has been going on for however long this summer, and we just want it to be officially over. Enzo Fernández is at Chelsea Football Club and he wants to leave the football club, right? He wants to leave. He wants to exit. He doesn't want to be here no more. And today we got even more clarification, more clarity on what Enzo Fernández wants to do, right? Enzo Fernández has green light to Manchester City as he is open to the move to rejoin Enzo Maresca. Manchester City bid to be sent soon up to Chelsea now to basically accept or don't accept, So basically, we know a bid is coming in. A bid is definitely coming in. But Chelsea wants nothing less now than 130 to 140 million euros. No, let me rephrase that. 130 to 140 million pounds, not euros, because we had a deadline, and the deadline was about 2 weeks ago, a Friday. And Chelsea told whoever is interested in signing Enzo Fernandez that they had until 5 p.m. UK time that Friday to come in with a bid of 120 million pounds. Not euros, 120 million pounds. Nobody did. Manchester City didn't come in. They are the ones that is most interested and most likely going to sign Enzo Fernandez. And they didn't come in. So now we are here, like they want to come in at this late hour, and Chelsea told whoever from before, if you don't meet the deadline, the fee is going to increase if you come in at a later time. That has indeed happened from what the reports are saying, that Chelsea want 130 to 140 million euros. So anybody who wants to sign Enzo Fernandez this time around, this is the fee that you are going to have to pay. This is what you are going to have to pay. And Manchester City, the player wants to go. We saw him at the weekend. Well, not at the weekend, yesterday, matter of fact, when we faced Fulham. What happened? He walked off of the pitch by himself. He walked off of the pitch by himself. And that is a clear indication to what exactly is happening here, that Enzo Fernandez is, his head, his mind, his space is not here. I think he's officially over the whole Chelsea situation, which is Bluco initially. You guys, Bluco, you all are at fault for these players who wants to leave. Man like Cucurella, who left. He left because he wanted to go back to his homeland, yes, but Bluco didn't make Bluco made his decision so much easier. Enzo Fernandez wants to do the same. He wants to leave Chelsea Football Club and go to a different club. His preferred destination is Real Madrid. Real Madrid doesn't seem like they are too much interested. I wouldn't even say that they are not interested. I just think that Real Madrid couldn't sell players. That is what I think this was. That is the reason why they didn't come in for Enzo Fernandez. They couldn't sell players. They have a lot of midfielders who doesn't want to leave. Eduardo Camavinga, he would have been the one most noticeably on the chopping block first. And he said he's not leaving Real Madrid. And these players over there are on huge wages as well. So it's hard to get them off of their books, right? It's very, 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 very hard for Real Madrid to get them off of their books. And it's basically more or less that is what it is. So as of right now, Enzo Fernandez, Manchester City is coming in at this late hour, and they really look like they are serious. Enzo Maresca is the one who is leading this charge. He is the one. He's the driving force behind this. He wants to reunite with Enzo Fernandez. So right now, Chelsea fan base is basically calling Enzo Fernandez a snake, because he basically, you wanted to go Real Madrid. That didn't materialize. So now the fan base were expecting you to stay at the football club. That is not the case. Enzo Fernandez just really wants to leave Chelsea Football Club. He doesn't see his winning stature. He doesn't see a winning stature at this football club. He just wants to leave. He just wants to depart. So Enzo Fernandez is on his way. He will be on his way. I am guaranteeing you all. He will be on his way to Manchester City. Chelsea and Manchester City will come to some kind of agreement, I believe, and this deal will get done. Now, the thing about it is who Chelsea going to get to replace this guy? And most noticeably, noticeable. I know you all are seeing Alex Scott is the one that we are being touted to be going after if Enzo Fernandez does indeed leave. But Portmore doesn't want to sell Alex Scott. Look at the time of the window as well. They don't want to sell. They came out and said today that no matter what fee whoever comes in with, they are not going to sell. We all know that is honky dory story. If Chelsea coming with at least 80 to 90 million euro pounds, they are going to consider. They are not going to turn that money down, right? But a lot of Chelsea fans in the fan base are basically more or less split. A lot saying that they rather Adam Wharton, and a lot saying that they rather Alex Scott. Me personally, I think we need to be in a situation where we are going to win. We need to win right now. We need to win right now. And I don't think either either of the two, either Alex Scott or um Adam Wharton, is the right fit for Chelsea Football Club at this moment. I think we need more experience. And I am basically with the manager at this point where he is being it is being said that he rather Zubamendi, and I saw some links a couple weeks back. We were being linked with Fabian Ruiz from PSG. I don't know if Fabian Ruiz will really want to leave PSG, but realistically, I think that is who we should be going for as of right now, right? We need players to help us win, because after that display yesterday, where our front three looked impeccable, Joao Pedro, Morgan Rogers, and Cole Palmer, all three getting on the score sheet, all three of them getting on the score sheet. They looked like they were playing together for a very long time. Cole Palmer is starting to basically click again and starting to look like how he used to look before. And we need not just these three guys to stay fit and go all the way through the season, but we also need midfielders, because Rich James and Romeo Lavia, they were decent, but it had point in time in the game that they were getting outrun, and Fulham will being able to play a lot of line breaking passes and through passes, and they were finding their men. King, especially for Fulham, he was really, really causing us so much trouble throughout the game, right? And we definitely need more better quality midfielders. I'm not saying Adam Wharton and Alex Scott is not good, but they wouldn't be my first choice. They wouldn't be my preference to for to go into this current season here. I wouldn't really pick them, right? So Enzo Fernandez, I know this saga is dragging on quite a lot, guys. I know it is dragging on quite a lot. Let me see what other bits and pieces. Here we go again. Manchester City bid for Enzo Fernandez will be sent soon, as reported this morning. Right? So basically, more or less, what it is we were speaking about. Right? They are going to be bidding for Enzo Fernandez. The bid is going to come in pretty soon. Right? So let's move away from the Enzo Fernandez news, guys, because I know it is rather frustrating that we keep having to deal with this Enzo Fernandez saga. It has been dragged on for however long. Too long. This Enzo Fernandez saga has been going on, right? Too long. So let's get into some further news. Let's get into some further news. See what is happening there. I don't know what happened there. I lost that. It's supposed to be some Nicolas Jackson news, guys. We will be scrolling past all of this. Right, so here it is, right? Aston Villa has indicated a willingness. Just now, hold on. Let me see if you're all right. Good. Yes. What the hell is happening there? Let me find it back. I don't know why I am keep losing it. Yeah, I don't know why I keep losing it. Right, good. It's back here, right? Right. Aston Villa has indicated a willingness to offer Chelsea 65 million package for striker Nicolas Jackson. It is understood that Aston Villa has stepped up their long-standing interest in Jackson, and talks are now focused on how Chelsea's 65 million valuation can be met. So basically, more or less, what this is basically saying here is that Aston Villa has been a long time admirer of Nicolas Jackson, right? And Nicolas Jackson is, they need to come in, they see other suitors, other teams, other clubs being interested in Nicolas Jackson and are willing to step up the interest for him. I don't really think it's so much that. I think is basically more or less where book value and stuff is concerned. Why it is this deal didn't happen as yet. Nicolas Jackson going to Aston Villa. I think they had to wait about 45 days or something like that because we purchased Morgan Rogers from them, right? And for the book value to resonate on next year's books or something like that, or this season's book, something soon, something like that. We had to wait, they had to wait 45 days after we purchased Morgan Rogers. So we purchased Morgan Rogers 45 days before. They have to wait 45 days after to come in for Nicolas Jackson. If you all understand, for book value to resonate for next season and whatnot. So that's basically why this didn't happen yet. But I really believe Nicolas Jackson is going to be on his way to Aston Villa. We were hearing talks of um Atletico de Madrid being interested in Nicolas Jackson. I don't know how serious that is because they still have the likes of Al um Julian Alvarez, sorry, whose Arsenal is basically more or less, we are here in Arsenal are so much interested in him, but Julian Alvarez only wants Barcelona. Atletico de Madrid don't want to sell Julian Alvarez to Barcelona. Real Madrid played Barcelona a dirty game earlier on in the season. People need to understand how these things work. What Real Madrid did earlier on in the season, they basically stopped Barcelona from getting to sign Julian Alvarez by basically saying that they are going to bid 150 million pounds for Julian Alvarez, knowing fully well Atletico didn't want to sell Julian Alvarez at that point in time. So what Atletico did, came out and said that anybody who wants to buy Julian Alvarez will have to spend his release clause. His release clause is about 500 million. Nobody is going to pay 500 million for Julian Alvarez. So what Real Madrid did, Real Madrid were not really interested in Julian Alvarez, but they basically more or less went in with a higher bid because we were here in Barcelona at that point in time. They wanted to pay 100 million for Julian Alvarez. And Real Madrid said, anytime Barcelona gets Julian Alvarez, it's going to be hell for Real Madrid to pay in La Liga next season because they know they wouldn't be able to compete. So that's why they went in with a bid of 150 million to outbid Barcelona, knowing fully well that they don't want Julian Alvarez. They just did that to stop Barcelona from getting Julian Alvarez. So Atletico Madrid now basically used that in a way to say that, okay, Real Madrid were willing to bid 150 million for Julian Alvarez. So anybody who wants to buy Julian Alvarez needs to pay this fee. You see what Real Madrid did? You all see what Real Madrid did? They basically put the battery in Atletico Madrid's back. That is what they did. They put the battery in Atletico Madrid's back. So we went a little bit off topic there. So Nicolas Jackson, we are hearing that Atletico Madrid is interested, but if Julian Alvarez leaves, I think we could probably have a bidding war for Nicolas Jackson between Atletico Madrid and Aston Villa. But I fully expect Nicolas Jackson to go to Aston Villa. We are just waiting on the 45-day break after we bought Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa for now they to execute that deal for Nicolas Jackson. And I fully well that $65 million bid is going to come in because y'all know Aston Villa and Chelsea likes to scratch one another's back. We always do business with Aston Villa where we are scratching one another's back to get deals done. They should bid Football Kings here. They should bid. We would accept 100%. 100%. Football Kings. This is the thing. We are always going to accept. It was always going to happen. It was always going to be Aston Villa. It was always going to be Aston Villa. It was not going to be any other team but Aston Villa. It's not about us accepting. We are always going to accept. We are just waiting on Aston Villa. That is what this is. It's just they had to wait the 45 days after we bought Morgan Rogers, so they could register that on their books, and we could register it on our books for this season or next season, something like that. It's a whole bit of conflicting moolah. You all know how it goes, right? This by the way, is Vince. If you all don't follow Vince on in X, you all should go and follow him. Great Chelsea content creator, right? You all should follow him, right? Yeah, let me see what else Vince is saying. He basically frequently updates thing, right? So let's move on to a bit further news here, guys. So get rid of that there. Let's get into a bit further news and see a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of news. A whole bunch of news, guys. Chelsea is going to be making a lot of money. Right. What else? Right. Nico Jackson again. All right. Something is up here. I don't know why that's happening. But yeah, let's stick with Vince. Right? Right. More news on Nicolas Jackson. Let me see if you all could see. Sorry about that. Yeah. More news where Nicolas Jackson, Aston Villa have submitted an offer of around 70 million euros, including bonuses, to Chelsea for Nicolas Jackson. The Blues are on the verge of accepting the proposal. We all know this was going to happen, right? This is what I'm saying. It is money-making day at Chelsea Football Club. Money-making day, guys. Money-making day. We are making so much moolah. We could we could rack up we could possibly rack up by Monday at least 250 million pounds from the sales of Nicolas Jackson, Enzo Fernández, and Liam Delap. Just those three players alone, we could rack up at least 250 million pounds. Let that sink in just from the sale of three players. right? And we are all going to make profit, and we are going to make profit from all three of these players, because we bought Nicolas Jackson for like 35 million from um it's who Villarreal couple seasons back, like about 3 seasons back. We so we are going to make like around 35 million pounds in in profit. Liam Delap, we signed Liam Delap for like around 25 to 30 million. So we are possibly making at least 15 million from Liam Delap sale, and we only bought Liam Delap last season. Enzo Fernández, 105 million pounds when we bought him from Benfica all those seasons back. And we could possibly make at least 20 to 25 million pounds profit from Enzo Fernandez. So all in all, if we make, let's just say, at least 70 million pounds in profit, that is great business from just these three players here by itself. These three players here by itself, right? Let's see what Vince is saying even more, because Enzo Fernandez and Nicolas Jackson are dominating the space, right? So this is basically what it is we were supposed to have here, right? You all saw the game yesterday, right? Chelsea versus Fulham versus Chelsea at Fulham, right? And here's what I will say. We need to, I know we are Chelsea fans, we will get excited, right? 100% we will get excited, right? Because these three players all on the score sheet yesterday, they are calling them JP Morgan. They already got a name for these guys. JP Morgan, Joao Pedro, Morgan Rogers, and Cole Palmer, right? People need to not get overly excited and let these three players cook. Let these three players develop that chemistry. Let them gel. Let us see by October going into November where these three players is at together, where goal scoring and assisting is concerned. Let's see where their G is, because a lot of people already started to say they are the best front three in the league. We need consistency. That's what Chelsea needs first, consistency. We don't need basically everybody to get on their high horse almost immediately and start to say that this is the best front three in the Premier League. Let's wait. Let's stop. Let's not do that. But they were good yesterday. On the flip side, we had a poor showing at the back. Not so much at the back, but in goal. And I want you all to let me know, should we indeed get rid of Robert Sanchez? Everybody who's watching right now, tell me in the chat, should we get rid of Robert Sanchez? Me, for one, I am saying get rid of Robert Sanchez. Because if these three players here are doing the business on the pitch, if they are doing the business on the pitch, and then we concede goals like we did yesterday, how could that make any sense? Nobody can't win the Premier League title with a weak goalkeeper, in the goal. That has absolutely never happened. As much as our defense as well. We need a formidable defense. And I think the defense could be worked on, because Levi Colwell, he just came back from an ACL, being out basically the whole season. He only came back the tail end of last season and played like about 2-3 matches, right? So he is still finding his feet. So we'll give Levi Colwell some grace. Maxence Lacroix, He looked great yesterday. Listen, Maxence Lacroix looked great yesterday. Even coming up with an assist, I was like, bro, you are not that player. You are a center back. But you know what? He found himself on the right-hand side, providing assists, looking up, squaring the ball back for Morgan Rogers to get his first Chelsea goal. And what it is I noticed with Morgan Rogers, I would say almost off the bat, because he scored goals in preseason as well. He looks like he's always in the right place at the right time. This Morgan Rogers here. Morgan Rogers always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And that is absolutely exceptional. He knows his positional play, where he should be on the pitch and whatnot. That is great, great, great. Right? But all in all, we can't have this front three here doing the business, and then we basically more or less have a goalkeeper that is in goal, that is conceding goals at not even his near post. Because that first goal we conceded was not even at his near post. Robert Sanchez, that is your bread and butter. That is what you're getting paid for, bro. That is what you're getting paid for. And you messed that up. You messed that up, bro. 100%, 100% messed that up. Totally messed that up. And yeah, we need to figure it out. Next game, a lot of Chelsea fans in the Chelsea space are calling for Mike Penders to be in goal. I would say this now. I don't think Mike Penders is ready just yet. I don't think he is. I don't think Mike Penders is ready just yet. I think we should definitely go in for a goalkeeper in the summer transfer window. I think we should definitely go in for a goalkeeper in the summer transfer window. I would definitely back this. And Diego Costa from Porto is somebody we should definitely be looking into and looking to bring at the football club. 100%. I would want to see Diego Costa. Would Porto sell Diego Costa at that point in time of their season, depending on where they are? Absolutely not. But Blue Code, this is something that you should work on, if not in the summer transfer window, in the winter transfer window, sorry. If not in the winter transfer window, next summer, look to bring in Diego Costa at Chelsea Football Club, because we need a goalkeeper. We can't. Why is Robert Sanchez still here in 2026? Why is Robert Sanchez still here in 2026? Why? Tell me why. Please explain. This guy has not been good. This guy had just one good season. One good season. And within that season, he still made mistakes. Right? I would rather put, although Mike Penders isn't ready, I would rather put Mike Penders in goal and let him make those mistakes. Seeing that he's a young kid, I rather him to make those mistakes. Now I will understand what we are getting from Mike Penders. He should be making those mistakes, not Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez is done already like 26, 27 years old. Mike Pender should be in goal. Let him make those mistakes. I will be more understanding of that. I will definitely be more understanding of that. Right? Not Robert Sanchez. I can't understand it. I won't understand it. And I am just not willing to give Robert Sanchez any more grease. He had enough time to wake up. He had enough time to shake up, and he's just not it. He's just not that guy that we should be having in goal. We are Chelsea Football Club. We have the best set of, you know, the best set of we had the best set of goalkeepers in our ranks. Imagine, just imagine this, guys, right? Robert Sanchez take so many different types of haircut, trying to change the way how he may not just appear on the pitch, but do a little change to get his aura, in a new space. He changed his haircut so many times. He went from losing his hair, cutting his hair bald, even wearing the famous Petr Cech gear on his head. And you think all those things would have helped Robert Sanchez. Now he's back to a regular haircut, and he is still making those same bozo ass mistakes. Robert Sanchez. This Robert Sanchez, we need to get rid of this guy. We need to let go. 100% we need to let go. Guys, when you all come into the chat as well, please subscribe, especially if you're new, and share the live. Share the live. We are trying to move away from 600 subscribers to try to reach that 1,000 subscribers. We need to do that and get over 4,000 watch hours before next year, February the 17th or something like that. Because you all know what is happening with YouTube. 8,000 watch hours now. Right? So, yeah, guys. But, yeah, let's see what else is cooking in the Chelsea space, guys. We will stick with on Vince's page here. Matter of fact, let's go to Chelsea Dodgers or Fabrizio Romano. Let's get into a bit of other news besides Chelsea news and whatnot. Let's get into a bit more. Let's get into a bit of other news. Right? Well, we know Baliba has officially signed for Man United, right? I don't know who this brother is. Right? Right, Baliba has officially signed for Man United. We are dealing with Premier League players. Bruno Fernandez wins PFA Player of the Year award for this brother here. Man United fans, if you all are just now, hold on. I want you all to see this brother. Man United fans, if you all are in the chat, tell me what you all think about this guy here. Bruno Fernandez. He's your captain. He's your talisman. Right? And me as a fan, a football fan first, let's not even put rival fan in that mix. Right? This brother here, I think this brother is a whole fraud, I am being realistic. This brother here is a whole fraud, Bruno Fernandez, last season, he won the PFA Player of the Season after he broke the assist record, right? If you all have to put, realistically, Bruno Fernandez in your top 5 midfielders of all time in the Premier League, would Bruno Fernandez be in anyone's top 5 midfielders, not even just top 5, top 10 midfielders of all time in the Premier League? Man, you fans, if you all are in this chat, tell me, would you all put Bruno Fernandez in your top 5, top 10 best midfielders of all time? Because he broke the assist record. For last season, he broke it. But I want you all to tell me, would you all put Bruno Fernandez in your top 10 greatest ever midfielders in the Premier League? Tell me in the chat. would you all put Bruno Fernandez as the top in your top 10 best midfielders of all time to the Premier League? I definitely wouldn't. I don't even think he's going to make the top 20. This guy is such a crybaby. I am so shocked Man United hasn't gotten rid of this guy yet. Look how Man United, you all lost Saturday to Hull City, newly promoted Hull City. Most people predict Hull City to get relegated come the end of this season. Most people predicted Hull City to get relegated. And you all rocked up to Hull City and got smashed 2-0. And it should have been more. It should have been more. 100% it should have been more. You all rocked up to Hull City all casual, thinking that this is an easy win for Manchester United. And you all are going to smash Hull City like easy pickings. And you know what happened? That certainly didn't happen. Matter of fact, they smashed you all. And they smashed you all convincingly as well. This guy was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And you all have to play 2 games a week. And you all now went and splashed 100 million. Not 100 million, sorry. Let me backtrack. You all went and spent and get Belieber, a young kid, and expect to bring in this young kid and to do what? To do what? You all Man United fans were all excited. You all told everybody you all signed Tielemans for a really great fee, in which in hindsight you all did. But Tielemans looked fat on that pitch. He looked so out of shape. He couldn't run. Yuri Tielemans, he couldn't run. So, you all need to shape up quick, Man United. Matter of fact, you all could stay right which part you all are. Right which part you all are. Right, Dembele. Team of the year for last season. Gabriel Martinelli looks like he's on his way to Al Hilal. He looks like he's on his way to Al Hilal. Right? More Enzo Fernández. Basically giving the green light and whatnot. Right. Let's go to Chelsea Dodgers. Because people are here for the Chelsea news. They are not here for the outside news and whatsoever. And what. Let's see what Chelsea Dodgers has to say. Right, this is basically Liam Delap. Okay, so we'll go through Chelsea Dodgers. Why am I so far down with Chelsea Dodgers? Okay, we'll go through with what Chelsea Dodgers had to say. Right, 8 minutes ago. Right, let me make sure you all seeing. Okay, great. 8 minutes ago, Chelsea will sell Enzo Fernández if Manchester City offer reaches 150 million euros. Enzo will get a I am getting tongue twisted here. Substantial pay rise at Manchester City, as he currently has a long contract with a long salary at Chelsea compared to the rest of the squad. Right? So he's going to get a sustainable pay rise at Manchester City. He's already confirmed to want to join Manchester City. Chelsea are not willing to agree to another loan for Nicolas Jackson and want his valuation to be met. But Aston Villa are likely to press for favorable payment schedule to ensure they can afford a payment deal. This is going to get done, as we basically already explained that this is going to get done. 110% sure this is going to get done. Right? 110%. Liam Delap news. Liam Delap on his way to um Nottingham Forest. Emmanuel Omega, he was training today. Emmanuel Omega was training today. Maxen Lacroix and Joel Hatto training. Romeo Lavia. Romeo Lavia actually played a good amount of minutes for Chelsea yesterday. A good amount of minutes. We are surprised. Keep it up. This brother he just needs to remain fit. Romeo Lavia. He just needs to remain fit. Morgan Rogers training, basically more or less training picks and whatnot of the guys today. Esteva. Listen, we need to talk about Esteva here. Steve. This is what they call Esteva. Steve. Right? We need to talk about Esteva William, guys. Listen, we don't want to have this kid being unhappy. Let me repeat that. We don't want to get this kid. We don't want to have this kid unhappy. We need to let this kid have some playing time. We need to give Esteva some playing time. We do not want Esteva unhappy. 110% give this kid some playing time. We don't want Esteva unhappy because we know the potential of this kid. We don't want to have the cause to get Esteva unhappy, and he now comes and sees his playing time reduce and would ask to leave the football club because some other club is interested in him. Clubs like Barcelona would definitely be sniffing around. We don't want to have a situation where we will have to sell Esteva William. Absolutely not. We need to let this kid get a lot of playing time. 100%. We need to let Esteva have a lot of playing time. I don't care if we have Enzo, sorry, not Enzo, Cole Jermaine Palmer there. We need to rotate them exponentially. Absolutely. Because I already will see that this kid is going to start to get frustrated for not getting playing time. Because I believe that this kid could reach the levels of Lamine Yamal and those other guys and be that generation talent, but he needs the playing time. And we need to give him it at Chelsea Football Club. He needs the playing time. Right? So, something to look at. Anselmino is back in training. Xabi Alonso there. Right, some Alex Scott news. We spoke about Alex Scott earlier on, guys. Portsmouth maintained tonight that they do not consider Alex Scott for sale at any price. As I told you all earlier on, they do not want to sell Alex Scott. This is courtesy Kieran Gill, and they basically don't want to sell Alex Scott. So I don't know what is going to happen, but once we come in with a significant feed, I think they just would. More Alex Scott news here, guys. Chelsea are prepared to go back for Alex Scott as Enzo Fernández moves closer to Manchester City. Bournemouth has so far shut down any interest, but there is a belief a bid of 80 million euros plus add-ons, probably closer to 90 million, might bring them to reconsideration. This is from Miguel Delaney. So basically, is exactly what it is I was telling you all earlier on. If Chelsea wants Alex Scott to replace Enzo Fernandez, bids of between 80 to 90 million euros could get this deal done, and I think this will indeed, this is what indeed will happen. We will bid something significant, and we will do it so quick. And I believe we right now are indeed in talks behind the scene with Bournemouth for Alex Scott. I think this is going to definitely happen. 100%. I think this is going to definitely happen. 100%, guys. Because a lot of Chelsea fans, a lot of them, some would say that they want Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace, and some say that they rather Alex Scott, right? Me personally, as I said earlier on, I won't have either of them. I think we need more experience in that midfield, and I am with um 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 Xabi Alonso in probably Martin Zubamendi from Arsenal, or earlier on, couple weeks back, matter of fact, we basically were linked with this guy Fabian Ruiz from PSG, but I don't think we will get him because he just signed a contract and all of that. So yeah. CFC Gamer, big up, big up, bro, big up. Smash the like button. Yes, CFC Gamer. Thanks for that, bro. Subamendi is not solid defensively, and that's why we have the likes of Moises Caicedo. Remember, we will be playing a double pivot, right? We will be playing a double pivot. We're playing two central midfielders, right? I think Camavinga would be perfect replacement to play besides Moises. Yeah, but here's the thing about that, right? Camavinga, like I said earlier on in the stream, you are now joining the stream, right? What I would say about that, Camavinga, these players don't want to leave Real Madrid, right? They don't want to leave Real Madrid. Camavinga's wages are low, and Chelsea is not going to entertain that. That is why we are so behind Alex Scott. Y'all are, your CFC gamer, y'all have to remember it's not so much the fee for the player, because the player could cost 200 million. You see, the wages is the big problem. Wages. Camavinga and Caicedo sitting Palmer and Rogers in front. According to Ben Jacobs, Camavinga is on the list on Kone too. Camavinga could be on the list, but as if Chelsea are willing to pay his wages. Camavinga being on the list, is Chelsea going to talk to Camavinga and try to get him to drop his wages? Is Camavinga willing to do that? I don't think so. He is not even willing to leave Madrid. Kone could be someone we could really do look at. But right now, we don't have a good relationship with Roma. Remember, Roma wanted, what's his name? Alejandro Garnacho, and they only wanted him on a loan. And Chelsea wasn't willing to scratch their backs, and they wanted this guy from Strasbourg as well. Bluco wasn't willing to scratch their back either, where that is concerned. So I don't think we have a good relationship with Roma. So I don't think, if we do go in for Kone, it wouldn't be easy, brother. It wouldn't be easy. This is why we are so much linked with Alex Scott. Out of all the current midfielders right now, he is the most affordable midfielder in terms of wages and fee, right? Because Adam Wharton is going to cost over 100 million, and his fee, he will want an a high fee, wage in high wages. Matter of fact, he would want high wages. So I think the most the cheapest alternative is Alex Scott. Chelsea knows this, and that's why they're so behind Alex Scott, right? Alex Scott is more of an attacking player. He will not sit beside Caicedo, and that will be a huge problem for us, especially in games against Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City. I agree 100%. Me personally, I wouldn't take Alex Scott. I wouldn't take Alex Scott. Absolutely not. Alonso's system needs two sitting DMs, and Scott is more of an attacking midfielder. Bro, I 100% agree. Right? He is not my first choice. He is 100% not my first choice. Wharton would make more sense because he sits well and is perfect to play alongside Caicedo. 100%. A lot of fans are they more want Adam Wharton over Alex Scott. But Adam Wharton is going to be way more money. He's going to cost way more. That is why Chelsea is so linked to this guy, Alex Scott. They know that he is the cheaper alternative for all the current midfielders. Even if we are to go to get Kone, Roma is going to ask for a hefty fee, and Kone is going to ask for crazy amounts of wages. So all of that you have to take into consideration first. The wages is the problem, guys. The wages. The wages is going to be really, really, really high. Right? So, yeah. But CFC Gamer, thanks for all those comments, bro. Thanks for all those comments. I am with you. Wharton plays a 3-4-3 at Palace, and that is the system we are now playing. Wharton is very good on the ball in build up. Yeah, but again, CFC Gamer, you have to understand the player we are being linked with. Adam Wharton would be the better player. Yes, 100%. 110%. He would be the better player. But Chelsea are not willing to spend that money for Adam Wharton. So they are going to look at Alex Scott. Right? Tomorrow, guys, because I'm looking to come off of the stream in a bit. Tomorrow we'll be back here again, basically, probably a little earlier time. So we will continue these conversations 100%. Guys, if you are new, please hit the subscribe button, especially if you are new. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to do a whole set of more streams, especially on match days. We'll be doing a lot more streams as well. For me, for my money, for me, money ain't the issue. We have a lot of money to spend. It is not all about money. Results on the pitch is what matters. I don't think Gluco is thinking that way, CFC Gamer. I 100% think they have to, right now we have to watch our pennies because you all know the situation Blue Co and clearly got themselves in. You all know we are in financial turmoil. So we have to watch our pockets. We 100% have to watch our pockets. Let's go down a little bit more. Bradley Barcola, more Enzo news. I think it is inevitable Enzo will go. The next part of the challenge with 6 days left, who to bring in? Who is available that maintain our squad standards or improve it? I'm sure we already have plans drawn up in case this happens. What names do you have in mind? As we said, Alex Scott is the one that is being touted quite a lot. His name is being rang all through the Chelsea spaces. So yeah, basically that's more or less it. We discussed Liam Delap news and all of that already, guys, for the day. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be back again, basically to discuss more, not just on Chelsea alone, but other news as well. But this here is basically more or less a Chelsea channel first, and we are going to be here. We are going to be here and do more of this live streams. You all guys could share the live and stuff. And yeah, CFC Gamer, thanks for being here, bro. Football Kings, you all were in the house. All who were in the chat, big up to yourselves. And we are trying to move from 600 subscribers. So when you all watch this back when it drops, which will be like tomorrow, you all could take a look and come over to the live, come over and look at it and subscribe. If you all like the content that your boy is dropping, the news your boy is dropping, y'all can hit the subscribe button. I am trying to work on some systems to use. Rather, right now I'm basically streaming on YouTube. I was trying to use Prism earlier on and was given a bit of trouble, right? OBS is a bit those systems are a bit tricky, and other systems where we can actually pay for like StreamYards and all those other ones. I would pay, but I don't really want to pay when we have other free ones we can use, right? Because if I pay and those other ones give the same trouble, then what is the purpose, right? So guys, tomorrow we'll be back here. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, subscribe, especially if you're new. Thanks to everybody who passed through the live tonight. In a bit, people, and peace.